Well, folks, just when you think that cable television can't get any worse, Max has now decided on a brand new show. It's actually a British show, and it's the worst of all things. So according to The Hollywood Reporter, it's like being on Tinder, but so much worse. One of the UK's most infamous dating shows was quietly added to the Max streaming service last week. It's already causing quite a stir. The streamer has imported 6 seasons of Naked Attraction, a game show that promises to start where a good date often ends, naked. In each episode, a single chooser critiques and eliminates 6 potential dates standing on stage by scrutinizing their fully nude bodies, which are gradually revealed one part at a time, faces revealed last. When only 2 potential dates remain, the chooser strips out of their own clothes too, giving the remaining 2 contestants the opportunity to critique them. The final couple then go out on a date with their clothes on. So it includes full-frontal nudity. It can come across as jaw-droppingly brutal in the contestant's graphic analysis. I don't like her feet. His member is too small. At the same time, each episode contains interstitials of informative sex education. The show clearly tries to promote body confidence and positivity amid all the hot or not judgments. The show also includes contestants of diverse sexual orientations. How delightful. How delightful. So we are now supposed to judge people not as fully fledged human beings. We are not supposed to judge each other. I mean, this is the natural outcome of a hedonistic society in which the only thing that matters is sex. The sex instinct is the only thing that matters. It turns out that the way we used to date, it honestly is an amazing thing. The way that we used to date is that you didn't take your clothes off until you were married. That's the way we used to date in society. Some of us still date that way. When that was the case, you had to fully appreciate the person sitting across the table from you as a fully fledged human being with thoughts and values and ideas. And then later you got to the sex. Now you get to the sex first, and everything else is kind of by the wayside. There's been this big argument going on online, this really weird argument that's been going on, including some sort of anti-feminists on the right, suggesting marriage is bad because no-fault divorce has led to most divorces being initiated by women, which means it's risky for men to get into a marriage. My answer to that is not if you marry the right woman. And the way that you know that you're marrying the right woman, or at least have pretty good security, is if you date in the right way. Not all marriages are created equal in terms of their quality. And not all partners are created equal in terms of their quality. This is why it's very important when you are dating to not do the Naked Attraction version. The first date, get in the sack, see how it goes from there. That is not how dating should go. It should be precisely as it was in terms of actually appreciating the other human being as a potential life partner. Because guess what? Everything's going to droop and bag as you get older anyway. So you may as well marry somebody who shares your values. Are you a few years or decades out of school and wondering, what the heck did I even learn? What was the point of all that schooling? You might think to yourself, I don't have time to learn something new. Well, if that's you, you're not alone. It's not too late. And that's not even true. Since 1844, Hillsdale College has been providing education in faith, freedom, and character. They've taken some of the core classes they teach on campus and made them available online for anyone who wants to learn for free. That is right, for free. There are 39 free courses to choose from, ranging from the U.S. Constitution and the Book of Genesis to free market economics. They're easy to follow. They are self-paced. You can start whenever you want. In fact, you can start right now. It's everything you need all in one place, no long-term commitment. Let Hillsdale College be your guide. Learn when and where you want. Go to hillsdale.edu/Ben to enroll. There is no cost. It is easy to get started. Again, that's hillsdale.edu/Ben to enroll. Hillsdale.edu/Ben. Hillsdale College has long been one of the best colleges in America. They actually teach you things that are worth knowing. They have not fallen into the woke trap that virtually all other universities have fallen into. They are still teaching classics. They're still teaching real traditional knowledge, wisdom, values. Go to hillsdale.edu/Ben to enroll today. No cost, easy to get started. Go check them out right now. It is fall. That means cozy nights in with the family. Thanks to my friends at Tommy John, my loungewear for the night has the perfect blend of comfort and breathability. Their loungewear has a level of softness like I've never felt before. Their incredibly soft loungewear is designed to envelop you in a world of pure luxury. When you wear Tommy John, you're so much more comfortable. You can do everything better. Even their underwear has dozens of comfort innovations like breathable, lightweight, moisture-wicking fabric with 4 times the stretch of competing brands and keep you 7 degrees cooler than cotton. I love my Tommy John underwear. I literally don't have any other type of underwear. I took all my other underwear when I got Tommy John and I threw it away. Every purchase is backed by Tommy John's best pair you'll ever wear or it's free guarantee. Shop Tommy John's fall sale. It's happening right now. Save 20% off site-wide at TommyJohn.com/Ben. 20% off everything for a limited amount of time only at TommyJohn.com/Ben. See site for details. You know, I will only wear the most comfortable underwear on planet Earth. Those are Tommy John underwear. By the way, great stuff for ladies as well. My wife loves the Tommy John product. It's really, really excellent stuff. It graces this magnificent tuchus right this moment. Head on over to TommyJohn.com/Ben and get 20% off everything for a limited amount of time. Maybe the strength of Donald Trump in all of this is that it's not really possible in the end to sully him more than he has sullied himself, which again is why only the criminal indictments, I think, can maybe knock him down in the general. What the polling data that I've seen, internal polls have shown, is that independents start to swivel away from Trump. If Trump gets actually convicted of a thing, independents are going to swivel away from him en masse. That is the big danger for Trump. Okay. Now, as far as sort of, other attacks on Trump, I don't think they're going to work inside the Republican Party either. So, for example, I think that Trump's language with regard to heartbeat bills lately has just been awful. He went on national TV and he suggested that Ron DeSantis did something terrible, horrible, by signing a heartbeat bill in Florida to protect the lives of the unborn. Now, that's ridiculous. On a state level, signing a heartbeat bill, if you can do it and you can protect the unborn, you do it. What Trump could have said is that on a federal level, we don't have the necessary consensus to actually make that happen. And so I'll push for life as much as I can. That probably ends up the 15-week mark on the federal level. That's what Mike Pence has said. Instead, Trump, because again, he will attack from any angle because he has no core principles. He says, pro-lifers had absolutely zero status on the subject of abortion until I came along, which is not correct. He says, for 52 years, everyone talked but got nothing done. I got it done. There'd be no talk of a 6-week ban or anything else without me. Roe versus Wade allowed the killing of a baby at any time, including the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th month, even after birth. They therefore are the radicals, not us. And now, because of our Supreme Court victory, the power has shifted. For the first time, those fighting for the pro-life movement have been given tremendous power on this issue. Before our victory, they had nothing. They will have nothing again if we don't win elections. Like Ronald Reagan, I believe in the 3 exceptions for rape, incest, and life of the mother. You have to follow your heart, but without the exceptions, it will be very hard to win elections. The 6-week ban on abortion, among other things, like his fight against Social Security and Medicare, killed the DeSantis campaign. Well, I noticed that even his exceptions, rape, incest, and life of the mother, does not foreclose banning abortion at the 6th week. That's number one. Number two, I understand that he's already pivoting to the general. There are other Republican candidates who are attacking him over this position that he's taking. I think he's articulating it horribly. I think the idea that a 6-week ban on abortion is morally wrong in some way is absurd. It's ridiculous. But the attacks by the right on him over the abortion issue are likely to fall on deaf ears because of what he does say at the beginning of this post, right? He says at the beginning, listen, I appointed 3 judges to the Supreme Court. If I hadn't won, they wouldn't have been conservatives. And then Roe versus Wade would not have been overturned. So Mike Pence has been trying to make the principled conservative argument against Trump on some of these policy matters. Here was Mike Pence over the weekend.
When Donald Trump ran in 2016, he promised to govern as a conservative, and he tapped me to be his running mate, and together we did govern as conservatives. We cut taxes, we rebuilt our military, we provided American leadership in the world, and of course we appointed 3 of the conservatives to the court that overturned Roe versus Wade and gave America a new beginning for life. What I want people to know is that while we governed as conservatives during our years in the White House, Donald Trump makes no such promise today. And he and many of his imitators in this race are actually walking away from America's commitment to fiscal responsibility and reform.
Okay, the problem is that very well may be true. He also was completely confusing about abortion before the 2016 election, and then he ended up governing in Mike Pence fashion. So I don't think that dog is going to hunt in the Republican primaries either. And on a tactical level, you understand what Trump is doing on abortion. He's trying to take it off the table for a general election. It's an interestingly pragmatic tactic from Trump, even if I think he's articulating it in immoral fashion. Are you tired of the lies and the twists of the mainstream media talking points? Yeah, me too. Join me in my newest series, Fact, where I dismantle and bring truth to this tiring mainstream agenda.